Hey, we ain't looking bummy today. So sisters, we ain't looking too bummy today. I got a haircut maybe like, I don't know, like, is it Friday? Friday, and this is like, what, 5 days in? You're still looking cute. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as promised, I did say that I was gonna try to do little comedy sketches and stuff like that. So this is gonna be the first comedy sketch or whatever you wanna call it. Yay! We are actually going to call it Danny's Diddles. So for this segment, I'm actually going to try to experiment it. I'm going to try to give it a go. The name actually came from a friend of mine who I was telling him about the project and how I wanted to do this. So we're going to go and give Danny's Diddles a go. We're going to give it a try, actually. We're going to give it a try. Alright, so to start off this video, so my friend and I had just finished working out. We had gone to eat. I dropped him off. We're going to freshen up because I don't know what we were doing that day. Oh, we're gonna run some errands, we're gonna try to find some clothes for him, yada yada yada. I actually had texted him right before I left my house because he lives right by me. So I texted him 2 minutes before I got to his house. I'm like, hey, I'm here. Now I always tell him that because this motherfucker always takes like 5 minutes. There's always a 5-minute delay, a 10-minute delay. He either gotta take a shit or he gotta do something, whatever it is. So I always give him that time frame to be like, hey, like, get your shit together, like, I'm outside. Cause let me tell you, a bitch is impatient and I ain't trying to wait for his ass for like 10-15 minutes. So he texted me back and he's like, okay, I'll be there in a second. So in my mind, I'm just like, this motherfucker take like 5, 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, whatever. That means I got time. So I had a lot of cash on me from work. I had a bunch of tips that I had accumulated throughout the whole month, and I needed to deposit them in the bank because there was a bunch of singles. So I'm sitting there fixing my singles because, you know, damn well the ATM machine don't take no fucked up bills. So I'm sitting there fixing my bills, and there were about like maybe like what, 50 singles, a couple of 5s, a couple of 10s, and I'm sitting there fixing them. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So this whole time, you know, I'm just fixing my bills. I'm making sure that they're all facing up, that they're all nice and crisp, and all the corners are folded out. And from my peripheral vision, I see something moving. Now I'm not paying attention to it because I'm just like, maybe it's, I don't know what it is. Like, I gotta stop smoking the weed. So I'm sitting there, and I see like this floating object on my peripheral. And I'm like, whatever. So I'm sitting there fixing my bills, and I just see that it keeps moving. So it's like, what the fuck is it? So I look up. And it's a random ass dude. So he's standing there next to his car and he's just pointing. And he's just doing this. And I'm like, I know this motherfucker ain't talking to me. So as I look back, I see that there's a car right behind me. Now the car is parked and I see someone get out of the car and walk into the house. And this motherfucker, he's still pointing and he's still mouthing, and you can tell, I don't know if he was mad or not, or if he was trying to pronunciate or whatever it was, but he was pronouncing with his lips real hard. So I'm sitting there hella confused, trying to figure out what the hell he's saying. Now, mind you, I had no music on. The only thing that was on was my AC on blast. And I kid you not, I am convinced that my cheap ass windows are soundproof. I did not hear one damn thing that he was saying. So this man is looking here all frustrated, all, you know, mad as hell, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I know that he ain't directing that attitude towards me, because let me tell you, a bitch got an attitude. And I'm sitting there counting my cash, and I'm like, Lord, please, I know this is a test. Don't let him test me, because I will get out of this car. Now, we are going to fight. Who will win that fight and end up in the hospital? Most likely this will be me, because that bitch, let me tell you, a bitch, I don't think I know how to fight. So he's sitting there directing all his anger towards me. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck does he need. And then I hear his faint voice through my windows talking about,
she needs to park.
Now, when I parked in front of Warren's house, I parked next to the curb, but I didn't park myself, if that makes sense. So I parked myself away from the middle of the road so the cars can pass through, but I didn't actually park because I didn't feel like I needed to fucking park. Now, if homeboy wouldn't got out of the fucking house when I texted him, we wouldn't have had this issue. So I was parked in the middle of the parking spot, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, maybe she needs to park, maybe that's why he's yelling. But then I said, well, hold on, wait the fuck up. If she really needed to park, she should have honked at my ass. Now, I don't got a problem with you honking at me. Who is you? Oh, sorry, it's my boyfriend. I don't got no issue you honking at me. If you need a bitch to move, bitch, I will move.
Excuse me, move, motherfucker, you anywhere? On my fucking way.
I will gladly move. That's what the honk is for. Like, it's a signal like, hey, get the fuck out of my way or you're in my motherfucking way. So all the homegirl had to do was just honk, and then I knew, hey, I'm in the way, move the fuck up. There's a good Bible verse that says,
ask and you shall receive.
The bitch should have asked, because I would have received the message, of course. So I got homeboy here giving me hella attitude over some stupid ass stuff. The reason why I didn't move up or I didn't do anything, I actually moved up. I actually moved up. So I moved up to be courteous to see, you know, to have her station her car. Now I look back again, and she had gone inside. She had left the door wide open. So I'm assuming like, hey, like she actually didn't need to park. All that she needed to do was just probably go inside. She probably forgot something. She probably forgot her fucking chapstick or some shit. So she went inside. Now this motherfucker was so petty. So he's sitting there talking all this shit, and I'm just like, I got to the point where I was just like, am I really gonna fight this fucking dude right now? In my head, all I'm thinking is like, you a grown ass man, and you're trying to fight me? On a hot ass day, you got me fucked up. Like, ain't no one trying to fight you in this hot ass weather. Like, motherfucker, how old are you? So he's standing there pressed. I go back to the counting my cash because I'm like, I'm not gonna give this motherfucker the time of day. He gets the dog out of his car, and he's like walking it, trying to go inside the house. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm safe. This motherfucker's gonna go back inside. What the fuck is wrong with my thing? Sorry, I'm having production issues. My cameraman my lighting man keeps going down. Stay the fuck up. So he goes inside, he comes outside, stands on his porch, starts doing this shit again, and I'm just like, bro, like, you're too old for this shit, like, and I'm too young, like, I ain't, like, beauty. I'm like, Jesus, you better come get him. At one point, I just looked at the guy, and we had eye contact with one another. We were just sharing that shit together. We were both just fucking each other, like, that's how intense it was. So he goes back inside his house. I thought the coast was clear. Here comes Warren outside, and I look up at Warren, and I'm just like, oh boy. I see him walking, and I'm just like, the shit that you got me into, boy, you better hurry the fuck up and get in this car. Homeboy comes out again, starts mouthing shit to Warren. Now I could hear Warren because Warren's like right next to my car, so I faintly hear something, and then there's just sitting there just exchanging words, and I'm just like, Warren, get in the fucking car, let's go. Warren comes around my car, opens the door, sits down, and I tell him, yo, Warren. And he tells me,
Yo, bro, what is this dude's problem?
I'm like, bro, I don't know, you tell me, like, motherfucker, you live here, like, I don't. He's like, yeah, man, he's yelling, he's saying shit, he's telling you that you're in the way, that you want your car to move. And then apparently white homegirl that was parked inside her, or was inside her house, was actually outside her house talking shit, saying, yeah, your friend should move, and yada yada, this is that. And so I'm getting fucked from both directions, saying all this kinds of shit to me, and I'm just like, bro, like. And I was telling him, you know, the shit that went down. I'm like, you know what, this is what went down. You know, I moved up, so I don't know if she wanted to park, you know, but I was giving her space so she could park. Like, did I go far enough? Like, did she have space? She's like, bro, she had more than enough space to park a car. And I'm just like, then why is she bitching? White people always got something to complain about. I don't know what the fuck it is, but they're just always complaining. He's like, yeah, that's weird, like, they're usually cool people, like, the girl, you know, what's it called, the white girl had gotten robbed, and I had talked to her before, and then she was really cool, and he was like, yeah, I would think he'd be more sympathetic, like, you know, we all gotten robbed around here. I'm just like, well, shit, I would've robbed his ass too with that ugly ass attitude. The whole time he was sitting there just yelling at me, saying all this shit, and I'm just like, boy, like, I'd never fight. I'm not necessarily fighting just because I usually just scare them off with the nasty shit that I say. But I do have it, I can have a temper, and throughout the years I've managed it. I'm very calm and very collective now. Like, if people fight me, I'm just like, girl, like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, girl, I didn't vote for him, you did, bitch. Like, moral of the story is, don't be nasty. Why you gotta be nasty? Just talk to people. Like, talk to them like they're like a silver bitch, like a civil person. Exchange nice words instead of being angry. But if I had the temper that I was back in high school, we would have fought. But be nice to people. Talk to people in a civil manner, like in a civil manner. Civil. Yes, Danny, you were educated. Civil manner. But with that being said, I'm gonna sign out. It is way too hot. Like, they see it's not working. It is hot as balls here in California, girl. Let me tell you, today it was like 104. Why? Why does it gotta be 104? I cannot. But I'm gonna sign up so I can enjoy these fucking chicken nuggets that I got because the girl is hungry and I wanna watch my show. So, with that being said, I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys like the sketch. I will try to create some better ones, some very well put together ones. This is my first one. Oh, I apologize if it made you guys uncomfortable of me not wearing a shirt. It's hot as balls out here. Let me tell you, like, Jesus is mad at all of us because he should not be making us go through shit like this. But with that being said, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next video. Yes.